In the last video, we have discussed the diffusion of solids in liquids. We have taken a glass tumbler with water, and in this beaker you see that blue color molecules are water molecules, and a pinch of salt is added to it. When the salt is added, the volume you observe it first with the help of marker pen on the tumbler. You just mark it with blue or black pen. So volume is up to here. After adding this salt or sugar to 1 tablespoon of salt or sugar to this particular water, the volume is not increased. Even after stirring thoroughly, the salt to dissolve freely in the water. The reason behind here is, this is what the activity we have done. In this glass tumbler, we have taken the water up to here, and with a blue marker we marked until here, and after adding pinch of salt to it, pinch of salt to it. After stirring thoroughly with a glass rod, we cannot find any increase of volume. The reason here is water is a liquid, so the liquid molecules, they are loosely packed. Blue color molecules, they are loosely packed. In between the salt molecules they occupy, that is what the reason the volume will not increase when a pinch of salt is added to a glass tumbler of water. Next, here in the diffusion process, it depends upon two factors. Factor 1 is empty space in matter. The more empty space is there, the more diffusion chances are more. Next, the speed of spreading of particles. Speed of spreading of particles. So, if the speed is more, then automatically diffusion rate also increases. In the case of gases, maximum diffusion we are able to find. That is what in the previous video we have seen, that dhoop stick when it is lighted, or if you uncap any scent bottle, then immediately the perfume or the aroma reaches to each and every corner. That indicates that the diffusion of gases is maximum, and in the liquids it is less, and in the solids it is very minimum. So here maximum diffusion we are able to find in the case of gases, minimum diffusion we are able to find in the case of solids. Now let us discuss in what way the diffusion of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are taken a key role in aquatic plants and animals. Aquatic means water living plants. It may be marine, saltwater plants or freshwater plants. So here aquatic plants and animals, for their respiration they require oxygen, which is dissolved in water. Even certain quantity of carbon dioxide also dissolves in water. And the same oxygen is released when the aquatic plants, they synthesize the food by the process called photosynthesis. And animals, while they are respiring, they are utilizing that oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Again, this carbon dioxide will be utilized by the plants for their photosynthesis. In this way, the life is possible in the case of water bodies. Even it is happening in our body, in the lungs and each and every cell, the oxygen is taken up and carbon dioxide is released out. Next one is, can matter change its state? We know that matter can exist in 3 different states. One is the solid state, other one liquid state, and other one is gaseous state. Here in our day-to-day life, if you take ice, which is in the solid state, and water at room temperature, which is available in the liquid state, and the steam or very hot water vapor, which is available in the gaseous form. So water can exist in all the 3 states. Not only water, other example is coconut oil tin. If you keep it in the deep freeze, it solidifies. Again, if you put the same parachute coconut oil tin in the boiling water, then it liquefies. Here if we take the naphthalene balls, means kalra undalu, what for we are using means to preserve the woolen clothes we are using. At first the size of the ball may be this much, later on slowly the size decreases. So here in this there is a special technique called sublimation. There is no middle stage called liquid state. Directly the solid state changes into gaseous state. Solid to gaseous state. Next one is, let us discuss about the latent heat of fusion. It is depicted with LF, capital L and small f. Here example is solids on heating changes into liquids. Solids on heating, ghee if you take, solid ghee if you take on heating, it will be changed into liquid state. Again if you just cool that liquid, again we may get the solid. In the same way water also. Solid ice if you heat it, it will be changed into liquid water. Again after removing the temperature, or if you keep it in the lower temperature or in the refrigerator, it will be solidified. Next one is latent heat of vaporization. It is depicted with LV, capital L and small v. So here liquids will be changed into gaseous state. How the liquid will be changed into gaseous state means if you take some water in a container and then if you start boiling by raising the temperature, it changes into water vapor or gaseous state. Again if you cool that, if you put a lid over that and stop the flame, after some time we are able to find the lid inner side, we are able to find some liquid droplets. That is, here we are able to find liquids. By raising the temperature, they will be changed into gaseous state. By reducing the temperature or lowering the temperature, they are coming back to the liquid state. Example here, water at 100 degrees Celsius by latent heat of vaporization. It will be changed into water vapor or steam. Water vapor or steam. Here, one of the sum is given, 2 kgs of ice at minus 5 degrees Celsius. It has to be converted into 2 kgs of water at 26 degrees Celsius. 2 kgs of water at So here by supplying the heat energy, normally it will be available in the potential energy PE and kinetic energy KE. Whenever the molecules they are in motion, they are represented, they are having that kinetic energy. When they are in still position without any movement, they are having potential energy. Now let us take ice at in the step 1. Ice which is at minus 5 degrees Celsius to be changed into ice at 0 degrees. This is the step 1 and it requires the potential energy. Sorry, it requires kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means minus 5 means low temperature and 0 degrees means comparing with minus 5, 0 degrees is greater. That is what it requires kinetic energy. In the step 2, this is step 1, this is step 2. Ice at 0 degrees will be converted into water at 0 degrees. Directly we cannot raise that 0 to 26 degrees Celsius. First of all, the minus 5 degrees Celsius ice to be converted into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Second step, ice at 0 degrees Celsius to be converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. Here potential energy is utilized. Why potential energy means here only state of matter only changing. Temperature remains constant 0 degrees and 0 degrees. Only state of matter, here it is in solid state, here it is in liquid state. So only potential energy is sufficient. Now let us take water at 0 degrees. In the step 2, whatever the product obtained, water at 0 degrees, that will be the reactant in step 3. Water at 0 degrees Celsius to be converted into water at 26 degrees Celsius. Here again kinetic energy is utilized. So rise in temperature. requires molecular movement. It is nothing but movement of molecules which leads to kinetic energy. So here in the step 1, once again let us see ice at -5 degrees to raise to ice at 0 degrees Celsius, it requires the kinetic energy. In the step 2, ice at 0 degrees Celsius to be converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius, potential energy is utilized. And in the step 3, water at 0 degrees Celsius to be converted into water at 26 degrees Celsius, that is here again used up by the kinetic energy. Next here we are going to learn about specific heat. What is meant by specific heat means the amount of heat energy is required to raise the temperature by 1 degree Celsius of 1 kg of mass. 1 degree Celsius of 1 kg of mass. Once again, specific heat is nothing but amount of heat energy is required to raise the temperature by 1 degree Celsius of 1 kg of mass. Here we can see the vibration of molecules. Whenever we are boiling the water, we are able to find some of the molecules from bottom to the surface, they used to raise. That is what here we can visualize. Visualize means we can see the vibrations of molecules. Next definition is latent heat. Latent means hidden. Meaning of latent is hidden. The amount of heat energy is required to change the state at constant temperature. The amount of heat energy is required to change the state at constant temperature. For that, let us take again, let us go back to step 1. Here ice at -5 degrees to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. What is to be used? Specific heat is used. Here specific heat. Next here ice at 0 degrees Celsius changed into water at 0 degrees Celsius, only state of matter only. Here latent heat is used. Latent heat. Again water at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 26 degrees Celsius, for that again here specific heat is used. Specific heat is used. Now let us know about change of state. 1 kg of ice at -5 degrees Celsius to vapor at 150 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees, but we are supposed to raise the temperature to 150 degrees Celsius. So in the step 1, let us take 1 kg of ice at -5 degrees. First of all, it should be converted into 1 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. For that, the amount of heat energy utilized is Q1. It is used for just movement of molecules from -5 degrees to raise to 0 degrees. Specific heat is utilized. Step 2, 1 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius by utilizing some energy converted into 1 kg of water at 0 degrees. Only state of matter only changed. Ice means solid state, water means liquid state. But 1 kg common, and here 0 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius. So here latent heat of fusion is utilized. Latent heat of fusion. Latent means I told you hidden, which is not visible to our naked eye. In the step 3, 1 kg of water at 0 degrees Celsius by just utilizing some heat energy Q3, and it will be converted into 1 kg of water at 100 degrees Celsius. 1 kg of water at 100 degrees Celsius. At that time 0 degrees to 100 degrees raise in temperature is needed. That is what specific heat is utilized. Next, in the step 4, we are able to find 1 kg of water at 100 degrees Celsius by utilizing the heat energy Q4, and it will be converted into 1 kg of vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. Here water, here vapor. One is in the liquid state, other one is in the gaseous state. But temperatures are similar, 100 degrees and 100 degrees. So here latent heat of vaporization is utilized. Latent heat of vaporization is utilized in the step 5. 1 kg of vapor at 100 degrees Celsius, by utilizing some heat energy, it will be converted into 1 kg of vapor at 150 degrees Celsius. So here again specific heat, 100 degrees to 150, raise in 50 degrees Celsius is needed. So raise in molecular movement is needed. That is what specific heat is utilized. Total heat utilized in the 5 steps to convert that 1 kg of ice at -5 degrees Celsius to vapor at 150 degrees Celsius. For that, total amount of heat energy utilized Q is equivalent to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5. So here the amount of energy, heat energy utilized in all the 5 steps. Now let us know about factors affecting change of states. Factors affecting change of state. So here number 1 is temperature. If we take a block of ice in a beaker and if you start heating it, we are able to find that it will be converted slowly into water. If you take water in a beaker, same quantity of water in a beaker, and if you start heating, it will be changed into water vapor. So here solid changes into liquid by utilizing some heat energy, by raising temperature. By raising temperature, water will be changed into water vapor. So it will be fast when you raise the temperature. If you raise the temperature, change of state will be fast. If you decrease the temperature, so you can able to convert that water into ice. If you take water vapor, if you decrease the or lower the temperature, water vapor changes into water. If you still lower the temperature, water changes into ice. Now let us know about another factor which affects the state, change of state is pressure. So with high pressure, the petroleum gas will be converted into gas, means we know that the molecules are very loosely packed. By applying more pressure, it will be converted into liquid. So it is called as LPG, liquid petroleum gas. LPG means it will be liquefied and then it will be filled in the cylinders. Next, if you take the natural gas and that also after compressing with high pressure, it will be converted into CNG, compressed natural gas. We are using for running the motor vehicles on the roads nowadays. LPG gas cylinders we are using for cooking purpose. Now another one is anomalous expansion of water. Anomalous expansion of water we are able to find in the Arctic and Antarctic regions. There in the water bodies like lakes and the ponds, some of the aquatic life like fishes, prawns and all these to live. But here what is going to happen when you decrease the temperature? When you decrease the temperature 4 degrees to 0 degrees, if you observe it, that is what decreasing temperature. So at that time volume increases. Volume increases. This property we are able to find in the case of water. It is having high density at 4 degrees Celsius. Water is having high density. Density formula is this M by V. See here, when the volume increases, density decreases. So here when the water is changed into ice at 0 degrees, ice blocks are floating on the water bodies and they are acting like bad conductor of heat, so that they will not allow the water body to lose the heat. Even though the surroundings are having that minus temperatures also, here this ice layer will protect the aquatic life. This is one of the important factor which we are able to find in the polar regions nearby Arctic and Antarctic areas. See, one thing we are supposed to remember, -4 degrees Celsius water is having the maximum density, 0 degrees Celsius it is having minimum density. That is what minimum density thing says to float. Ice floats on water. If you do the same experiment, take one glass of water and drop one ice cube on it, automatically ice cube floats on water. In the same manner here, total the surface of these water bodies, they will be covered with ice block, and automatically aquatic plants and the aquatic animals, they can lead the life successfully because water is having maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Now let us discuss the melting point. Melting point means the temperature at which solid melts into liquid. Here if we take an ice block, and then at what temperature it will be changed into water, that is what we are calling it as melting point. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Now freezing point. A liquid changes into solid state, means liquid water changes into ice, that also 0 degrees Celsius only it is happening. Water changes into ice at 0 degrees. Ice melts into water, that also 0 degrees Celsius only. Now let us learn about boiling point or vaporization point, where the liquid changes into gaseous state. If we take water and it will be changed by gaining some temperature or raising the temperature, it will be changed into water vapor or steam. Now triple point. Triple point means, let us take one ice block, keep it on a table, and you observe keen 0.01 degrees Celsius. At 0.01 degrees Celsius, we are able to find 3 states of matter. Here ice is at solid state, and here little quantity of water it is running in between table and the ice block. So here that water state, liquid state also we are able to find, and some of the vapors also there is to vapors of this we are able to find. So 3 states we are able to find at 0.01 degrees Celsius. So it is called a triple point. What are the different states? What is meant by melting means, if we take solid state and by raising the temperature it will be changed into liquid state. Freezing means liquid changes into solid state. If you take liquid water it will be changed into ice. Vaporization, a liquid changes into gaseous state. A liquid changes into gaseous state. Next, condensation. Gaseous state changed into liquid means after losing the temperature, a gas will be converted into liquid. This we are able to find in our bathrooms. While we are taking very hot water bath, and after finishing that bath, if you observe the walls and the room, some little fog, we are able to find some droplets will be accumulated on the mirror of the mirrors in the bathroom. So that we are able to find condensation. Next one is sublimation. Here solid directly changes into gaseous state. There will be no liquid state in between. Solid changes directly into gaseous state. So for that, naphthalene balls are the example. If we keep these naphthalene balls in between the woolen clothes, after few days later, the size may be totally decreased because of vaporization, sublimation process. That's all. So we are expected to go through the lesson and try to answer the questions.